Well, if you have been following this COVID-19 anywhere, you have probably gotten several videos. I've gotten countless emails.
Countless.
From anywhere from like Delta to Jethro's and everyone. Everyone is sending me plans. And
what is your plan for COVID-19?
Everyone's got a plan. And so do we, actually. Here at Saylorville Church, you've been getting videos and emails and stuff. And all that is necessary. We get that. But here comes another video at you from Saylorville students with our plan and what we're going to be doing in the next coming weeks. I mean, everything is changing. And so here's kind of what our plan is.
Yeah, so we've already been giving you some information.
Right.
Last week we talked about some stuff, but we're trying to solidify it more and more. And so here's just an update from us to you. This is mostly aimed at parents, but students, listen in. We want you to get an idea of what the plan is for us as well.
Yeah.
So we're putting out weekly content, daily content even.
Yeah.
Maybe on the weekends it might be a little more sparse. But we're trying to put videos out every day, and we have certain themes that we're trying to hit on different days. So, Jerrod, why don't you tell them what we're going to do on Mondays and Wednesdays?
Yeah, I get to do the fun one. So Mondays and Wednesdays, we're planning on doing something fun. Mondays, maybe the Jerry Andy show, or whatever you guys
we need
come
better
up with.
ideas.
Come on.
Give us your ideas
that's a good
for
idea.
what we should name our Monday, Wednesday show.
Yep, our Monday show. So it'll be just chatting. We may even be answering some questions. So if you have questions, a Q&A, we may be answering some questions coming at you, sometimes live. So at some point in the afternoon, we'll either be posting some content or coming live to you with some content on Mondays and Wednesdays in the afternoon. Mondays will probably be more of a chat like this. And on Wednesdays, like last week, we did a competition. We may be doing some sort of competition.
Might be roasting Jerrod in ping pong
Well,
again.
you got lucky. I mean, let's be honest.
He's still licking his wounds.
Maybe we'll have to do a rematch of the ping pong. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not this week, but in the future. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff
We'll
on
have live
Wednesdays.
sports for sure.
Yeah,
Live sports.
Since we all know
Between Jerrod and I, two of the least athletic people
We're
on the
extremely
entire
athletic.
planet.
Hey, it'll provide some levity anyway in these
It'll
times.
be great.
So, talk to us about Tuesdays and Thursdays, though. What do you got going on there?
Whereas Mondays and Wednesdays are kind of the time where we're going live and we want a lot of your feedback on stuff, Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be more of a teaching-centered time. At the beginning of the year, we put together a whole teaching schedule for youth group, and it was full of all of these topics and this content that we thought was really appropriate for our youth, where they're at. And in spite of everything that's going on, I don't think that a lot of those topics are irrelevant. I mean,
No.
I don't think they've changed.
As Providence would have it, Andrew.
As a
what is
matter
our
of fact,
topic this week?
Yeah, so if we were going to have a regular youth group this Wednesday, our topic was in the realm of relationships, and specifically family relationships this week. And
Pretty appropriate.
Since you are spending an absurd amount of time with your families, this is going to be incredibly appropriate for us, I think. And so we're going to continue following that regular teaching schedule that we put together at the beginning of the year, but instead of having a 30-minute message on Wednesday nights, we're going to break it apart a little bit, and it's mostly going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're going to have the speaker that would have come in and speak in youth group.
Or the speakers.
Or the speakers, because usually we have two, one for high school, one for middle school. They're going to come in on Tuesday or Thursday throughout the week and record maybe a little more brief, but just a devotional thought for the day, specifically around the topic that we were already going to talk about. So this week, we were supposed to have Jerrod speaking to the middle school about family relationships and Jason Jackson speaking to the high school on the same topic. And so tomorrow, Jerrod is going to come and he's going to share a verse and some insights on that topic. And then Thursday, Jason is going to come and do a similar thing.
Yeah.
And even though it was going to be split originally, high school, middle school, it'll be appropriate for everybody regardless. It's not one or the other. So tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays for more of the spiritual content, more of the the devotional thoughts and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Those may be recorded ahead of time, not necessarily live. And so that's why the Monday and Wednesday is more the interaction time, whereas Tuesday, Thursday is more just listening, learning, taking notes, that sort of thing.
You ready to wrap it up there yet? Or
I'm waiting on you now. Friday. What's going on Fridays, bud?
So, and speaking of Monday and Wednesday, we may be doing some prizes and stuff too. So stay tuned for some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
On Fridays, we're hoping to give you some resources. So again, we may be sending you a video or an email. For example, Right Now Media is a great resource, and we would encourage you to look into that. Call the church office and get yourself a login for that. But there's some great content in there from Right Now Media that you can watch, Bible studies and stuff. You can even do together as a family if you desire to do that, especially now that you've got some time. You can make a plan for family devotions and utilizing Right Now Media. But we've got other resources we'd like to get into your hands. We have a resource table here as well. You can take advantage of that, stop in during office hours. So that's kind of what Friday's going to look like. Probably just some resources, maybe an email, something like that coming your way on Fridays. So.
And we want those resources to be exactly what you need in the moment. And so we're really asking you guys, students and parents, to let us know what some of the struggles you're facing are right now. What are the issues that you're having at home? What are the issues you're having with your friends? And we want to put out content and recommendations for resources that will really help meet you guys where you're at and fill some of those needs in your life.
Yeah. One more thing that we're doing, and we're encouraging our youth leaders, actually already have, and we'll be doing so again today, is to reach out to their students. So students, if you have the contact information for your leaders, their phone number or Facebook or whatever, reach out to them. Tell them how they can pray for you. Tell them how they can encourage you. If you're not 100% quarantined to your home, maybe your youth leader can grab you and take you out for a coffee, just one-on-one, or something like that. Drive-through only.
Windshield time.
Little windshield time. But some of our youth leaders would be open to that. You'll just have to figure that out. So parents, we're also going to be sending out some of your contact info to our youth leaders and encouraging them to reach out to you or the students, especially middle school. Not all of them have cell phones and stuff. So we're going to encourage our youth leaders to reach out to your students pretty much on a weekly basis just to check in. It might just be a text message, a phone call. They could FaceTime or whatever. But we're encouraging our youth leaders during this time to really not just say, okay, I guess we're not having youth group. I'm done with those students.
Wash my hands of these students.
No, but we think this is an important time for you as parents to be pouring into and discipling your students. And we're still with the goal, all of our youth leaders are still having that same goal of seeing more students become more like Jesus and to partner with you in that and seeing more students becoming more like Jesus. So
sometimes having another voice saying the same thing as parents is exactly what students need to have that partnership that really helps them grow. And so maybe the parents have been telling their kids all week long, they're pulling their hair out because of various rules and expectations.
Not any of our students, of course. They're all perfect.
But the youth leader coming along and saying the same thing in a different way can be really helpful there. And so we want our youth leaders to remain connected to the students during this time. And so we've asked our leaders to reach out and to talk with your students. And so if you don't have your leader's contact info, please DM us. We would love to give you their cell phone number or whatever,
or email
or whatever. We want that connection to remain intact. So yeah.
Did we have something else? I can't remember.
I
think that was it as far as announcements go.
Good luck.
But hey, we really want to walk through this season with you. We desire to pray for you. We have been praying for you. If there's ways that Andrew or I or your small group leaders can pray for you specifically, we would be happy to do so. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And one last thing, we are going to go Instagram Live here in about maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And we are going to be serving someone in our sphere of influence, and maybe a good idea for you to serve as well. So
Yeah.
Check us out on Instagram
So-
Live in about 40 minutes.
Check back. We'll be live again shortly. Looking forward to interacting with a lot of you guys on that soon.
That's it.